Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Grizzly K. This is Grizzly True Crime, and today's case takes us to Arkansas. Let me quickly show you on the map before we get started with a timeline presentation, looking at clips, listening to scanner audio. This is an ongoing, urgent, active manhunt for a suspect who stabbed a couple while they were hiking with their two daughters at this area called Devil's Den State Park. So I'll quickly bring this up for you so that you could just see it. And so it's very important for us as a community to do our thing, which means like, share far and wide. We need to get the information out in case somebody local hasn't heard about this yet. And actually, before the live stream started, Painting with Pities, who is a Grizzly here, and OG said, "Hi everyone, my wife and I just left Devil's Den State Park, and when we heard about this we were shocked." So that's the thing, some people are still camping there, they're hiking there, they might not even know that this happened, and so it's very important to get the information out in case anyone saw anything, heard anything, whatever it may be, right? Jessica says, "This is only a couple of hours from my home." Oh my goodness, thank you so much for your sticker. And also, if you see here, this is this area called Prairie Grove, Arkansas, and the couple had just recently moved there. And just south of that, about 16 miles, is this area called Devil's Den Trailhead. And they said the couple was found on the lower trail. So I don't know the exact location, but somewhere there on the lower trail, right? Now, if you're here with me in the live stream, then I asked you in a poll, have you heard of this case? 19% of you said yes, been following closely. 34% said yes, but haven't followed much yet. And 47%, I see it's just shifted now slightly, says no, never heard of it. So welcome to all of you. Welcome to all locals. If you are from Arkansas or this beautiful area where people absolutely love the outdoors, this area doesn't have a lot of cell phone signal. So people love going there to just unplug and be in nature. And to think that you could go there with your two kids, a couple, and get murdered is just, I mean, I just can't even, right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let me quickly tell you a little bit about what's going on here, then we'll listen to the scanner audio, which I think at this point is some of the most important information to share because there's a couple of, clues there. As well as, of course, they've released a composite sketch today of the suspect and a picture of who they believe to be the suspect from behind. So I'm going to show you that as well. Now, the victims in this case are Clinton David Brink, 43 years old, and his wife, Cristen Amanda Brink. Pictured there, 41 years old. They were a married couple who had recently moved to Prairie Grove, Arkansas, a small town approximately 15 miles or so from Devil's Den State Park, with their two daughters, aged 9 and 7. Their water service was activated on July 16th, so they were really new in the area and excited to explore their new hometown. I mean, I can only imagine, and what a perfect way to do it, by exploring the nature around in a very wonderful, well-known state park right there, right? Lip locked no more, said Grizzly True Crime. Yes, I'm in Arkansas. I used to work for the Department of State Parks. Okay, interesting. Welcome. Now, they had previously lived in South Dakota. Sorry, there's a type of Dakota, where Clinton was employed by Prairie Dairy Farms, and also in Inland, California, and in Miles City, Montana. Highland Dairy confirmed to the Associated Press that Clinton had transferred from its parent company, Prairie Farms Dairy. He was scheduled to start his new job delivering milk in the Fayetteville area on Monday, July 28th. That's yesterday. Yesterday, he was supposed to start his new job. Oh my goodness. And instead, when this couple went hiking with their daughters, they were murdered. Now, I see there's already someone saying, Susie says, what about the children? The children are unharmed. They are safe and they are with family. We will get to that. So on Saturday, July 26th of 2025, Clinton, Cristen, and their two daughters went for a hike at Devil's Den State Park. They were on the Devil's Den Trail, a 1.5-mile loop near the Park Visitor Center in Devil's Den State Park. At 2:30 p.m., a 911 call was made to Washington County EMS reporting a possible assault at the park. The exact nature of the call, like who made it or what was reported, is not specified, but it initiated the response from law enforcement. So you'll see that the media mainstream media is reporting that the 911 call was released. It's not the 911 call, it's the scanner audio. So that would be from like Broadcastify, as we've looked at before in other manhunts, right? You can go to broadcastify.com, find the area, listen to the dispatch audio, and that is what they're sharing. We do not yet have the 911 call, but I do have, and I've made sure to clip it for you for just the relevant parts to this case, because there's other things included there and other addresses shared. So I'm just going to share that with you right now so that we can listen to it together. I have also made sure to, add captions. It doesn't get every word right, but I just wanted you to have majority of the right words on the screen, right? Joe Drive, thank you so much. Okay, so listen to this.
Medic 4, Strickler first responders, stage for police, assault, possible stabbing, Devilston State Park, operations, Ops 44, time out 1358.
There was the info released about a possible stabbing. Apparently, the two daughters, aged 9 and 7, saw their parents getting attacked. Apparently, Clinton was attacked first, and then the mother took the children, ran to safety. But then she went back to go and help her husband, and she was stabbed as well. That's the information that's now been coming out. The police are keeping everything extremely close to the vest. This is just information that's now, I guess, leaking out from the dispatch audio and from reporters and from people saying they were attacked with a knife. Yesterday, nobody knew how they were attacked, if they were shot or what happened, but now they're saying they were stabbed. So, my goodness. Okay, so let's just listen one more time, okay? Here we go.
For Strickler first responders, stage for police, assault, possible stabbing, Devilston State Park, operations, Ops 44, time out 1358.
Firecom, Medic 9 is clear from Station 1. What do you advise?
Medic 9, stay by.
Firecom, did you call from Medic 4?
That's affirmative. Can you sign in?
Elkins Command Firecom, you show Elkins back in service.
Elkins in service.
Medic 4's en route.
Medic 4 responding. Operations are on Ops 44.
Medic 4 on Ops 44. En route to stage.
Firecom 1714. What's the location in the state park that we need to be responding to?
Medic 4 and Strickler. Washington County received a call from the visitor center. 2 children are there. They advised that their parents were assaulted. One was possibly stabbed. The parents are missing. If you'll just stage back for police.
Medic 11's at destination.
Medic 11 destination, 1402.
1717 responding.
1701 responding.
Go ahead.
Firecom, we're going to be in service. We do need to decon our truck and possibly get supplies.
Received in service.
Firecom, Strickler Car 1 responding.
Strickler car 1 responding.
Firecom, are we on 43?
Negative. Ops 44.
1216, double down.
1222, 1216.
You at the VIC.
Into lower doubles in.
We're all sweeping the trail, me and I've got a maintenance person with me, interpreters with first aid kits trying to locate the family. Do me a favor and ask them again what the parents' names were and just relay on this channel.
10-4.
16, I'm 5'5". Do we need to sweep the, closer trails or just stay on the main trail?
Cover the main trail right now first.
Oh.
Copy that.
Help.
Sweep the main trail first right now.
Main trail. Ice blocks, hiking down. Looking for help.
Copy that. Say again. Repeat.
Hear yells calling for help.
Okay, I'm going to pause there. There's still 3 minutes of audio left. They were calling for help. The couple had been stabbed and were calling for help because there's no cell phone signal where they were found. And the police officer that responded to the scene, they could hear them. And they were trying to follow on the trail, trying to find them. And by the time they got to them, they were deceased. But those poor children, they ran to the visitor center. And they told people they need help. This is what's now being reported, right? That they need help. They need someone to help them call 911 because their parents had been stabbed and are missing. Shame. I can't imagine the trauma of that. My goodness. Jessica said this park is beautiful, remote, and not a homeless encampment. This entire region of Arkansas is very safe. This is shocking to my core. So sad. God bless these babies. Leela Cooper says, I'm 25 miles north of Devil's Den. Those poor girls. Is there anything in their background that is questionable? I don't want to victim shame. Just curious. Nothing that I could see.
We're hiking down. I think they're
10-4, we're hearing them too towards the end of the lower part of the Devil's Den Trail.
10-4.
12-16, 12-22. 10-4. 12-16, 12-22. 16, Devil's Den. Devil's Den 2, Washington County.
Medic 1 in service.
Medic 1 in service, 1413.
Last unit on NWRMA 4. Repeat your traffic.
62 is on scene. 862 on scene, 14-4.
12-16 to Devil's Den 2 to Washington County SO.
No, see, this is a shared channel. You're trying to reach the Washington County Sheriff's Officer, Benton County.
Washington County.
Copy. I'll let them know how to switch.
12-16 to either interpreter.
Hey, Jeremy.
Trying to relay to the office. So we found the victims down here. They're on the lower Devil's Den Trail. Just a couple minutes. I think I see you right there. I've got two bodies down here. 12-16 to 12-22.
Last unit, I've notified Washington County dispatch.
Medic 1, 33 Alpha, Encompass Health, Monty Painter, Operations Ops 40, time out 1417.
Medic 1 responding.
Medic 1 responding at 1417. Medic 9 posted 1417. Medic 1, your patient will be in room 112 window, 95-year-old male. Needing evaluation after an unwitnessed fall. No reported injuries.
12-16, 12-22.
Medic 1 on scene.
Medic 1 on scene at 14.
134 was 74. Danville Squad 3 to Mercy Rogers, patient care report.
Fire Medic 11 in service.
Witnessed another female who was with the children and asked the witnesses to take the children back to the VIC and then went back to help the friend.
I think she's down here with me right now, and the friend is here too. They're down here at the scene. If you will go ahead and confirm with Troop L that they are sending me down here.
Sure. Okay, so that's the most important information from the clip there so far that we have from that Broadcastify scanner audio. So, oh my goodness, to think that they were calling out for help, and by the time law enforcement got to them, unfortunately they had succumbed to their injuries. They were both deceased. So they said law enforcement officers, including ASP, so again, if you missed the beginning, this is an ongoing, active, urgent manhunt for the suspect. I'm going to show you the pictures they've released so far, okay? So 2:30 p.m. on July 26th, this past Saturday of 2025, a 911 call was made. And so they don't know exactly who made the call, but as they say now, it could be a friend, it could be someone at the visitor center, but it's the young daughters aged 9 and 7 who ran there and asked people to help call 911. So law enforcement officers, including the Arkansas State Police and possibly park rangers, responded to the scene to search for a suspect and secure the area. During the search, officials heard screams from a distance, according to scanner audio that we just listened to, but by the time they reached the location, they found Clinton and Cristen deceased. The couple's 2 daughters were found unharmed. Clinton and Kristen's bodies were discovered in a remote area of the park, characterized by rugged terrain and no cell phone service, which likely complicated immediate communication. That evening, approximately 6 hours after the initial 911 call, the Arkansas State Police confirmed that a double homicide investigation was underway and there was an urgent, and it's still ongoing, manhunt for the suspect. The children were unharmed and are now safe with family. And the couple's family released the following statement on Monday, July 28th of 2025, saying, "The family is asking for privacy during this very difficult time as they grieve and learn how to navigate this new reality. They ask that if anyone has any information at all that will help the investigation, please contact the proper authorities immediately. Clinton and Cristen died heroes, protecting their little girls, and they deserve justice. They will forever live on in all of our hearts." Shame. And they say that just based on the little bit that we know, because the dad was attacked first. The mom ran with the daughters and said, go, go, go to the visitor center, basically. And then she went back to help her husband, and she was attacked as well. Oh, my goodness. So, okay. Now let's get to what we know so far about the suspect. So they released this composite sketch today. They said the suspect was described as wearing a long sleeve shirt. This is based on witness accounts and, of course, the daughters as well, right? With sleeves rolled up rather than a tank top as originally reported. Originally, they said a dark tank top, but later they said the suspect wearing a long sleeve shirt with sleeves rolled up rather than a tank top as originally reported. The suspect is an unknown white male with medium build. He was wearing dark pants, a dark ball cap, and sunglasses. The suspect had a black backpack and was wearing fingerless gloves. He was seen driving toward a park exit in a black four-door sedan. The suspect's vehicle may be a Mazda with a license plate covered by electrical or duct tape. Wow, hello, premeditation. He covered the license plate with duct tape? Or electrical or duct tape. It may have been traveling on State Highway 170 or State Highway 220 near the park. So that's the sketch released. I'm going to zoom in. Please don't worry. I will do that immediately. Hold on one second. Mary said, I can't imagine having to be the one to break the heartbreaking news to these poor babies. So horrific and sad. Prayers for these little girls. I just can't imagine getting to a new town, being excited, you're going to a new school, your dad's starting a new job, you go on a hike for your almost first weekend there. Not quite, they were there on the 16th already, their water was activated, apparently they'd been in the area, moved in, they were there for about 3 weeks or so, and then they go hiking and their parents are killed. I mean, I can't. Here's a picture of the composite sketch of the police released this composite sketch of who they believe to be the suspect. But then, right before this live stream, somebody shared with me, and thank you so much, Shelby, for sharing with me the latest image, which this is all we had. Yesterday there was nothing. Today this composite sketch was released, which is also very helpful. So make sure that you share this far and wide. I've linked all my sources in the description box, including the statements made by and released the sketch by the Arkansas State Police. Okay, so we have that. And then they said there's this picture that was just released, like right before the live stream started. And the suspect, they said, may have been injured during the attack. That's important because if anyone knows this person or sees someone like this with injuries to their hand, that would be important as well. Arms, right? Hand, forearms, arms, whatever, if they were using a knife to attack these victims. Officials stress that any images or videos should be sent directly to the police and not posted on social media to avoid interfering with the investigation. But they now have released this, right? Anyone with information or relevant footage should call ASP Troop L at 479-751-6663. Just a YouTube disclaimer, I'm not sharing any numbers that I'm not supposed to be sharing. I'm sharing a police tip line number for an active and ongoing, very urgent manhunt. If anyone saw anything, knows anything, heard anything, maybe saw this person, please call it in. They said any tip would be helpful, right? So authorities say they are pursuing all leads and working with local, state, and federal agencies to track down the suspect. So my goodness, from the composite sketch to suddenly this one, I've now zoomed in here so that you can see this a little more clearly. I'm also going to be sharing this on X as well, and it is available on the Fayetteville Police Department page, Fayetteville, Arkansas Police Department. It's their latest post, okay? I will link that in the description box for you as well. So somebody was saying in the comment section here that who wears long dark clothing in 100-degree weather? I mean, that's a good point as well. Was it 100-degree weather that day? Oh my goodness. Okay, so they said someone will recognize this outfit. Someone else was saying that they could have been wearing what appears to be a back brace. So now they've got a picture of who they think the suspect is, which is this one. So we need to share it far and wide. Pernille says that's a big backpack. It really seems like, I mean, I've seen debates on both sides. Like this could be completely random, but premeditated because of the license plate being covered with tape, this bag being brought along, I don't know what's going on there, and then having a knife with them as well. Or it could be targeted. We just don't know at this point, right? Now, why would they target the couple? Why would they target the man? I don't know. Now, I do have emails of people, saying that there's potential registered SOs and other people. I'm not going to share that yet because, I don't know. That's just speculation. The police are not sharing that. I'm sharing what the police are sharing so that we can get the most accurate information out there, especially because police are saying, please check your dash cams, ring cams, GoPro footage, cell phone footage, photos, anything. If you spot this, who they believe this is the suspect, if you spot this person, or if you look at the composite sketch and you saw that person, please turn in whatever you have. It could really help. Now, investigators are asking those who visited the park on Saturday, there you go, July 26, 2025, to check cell phone photos, dash cam video, any other videos, GoPro footage, for images of the suspect. They are also asking residents of the area surrounding the park to notify ASP, Arkansas State Police, if they have access to security and game camera footage. Anyone with information about the suspect or his whereabouts should contact, so maybe someone recognizes him for all we know, or you could call 911. ASP has received numerous calls from the public with possible tips. If leaving a voicemail is necessary, calls will be returned as soon as possible. So that's the critical information that we know so far. Again, if you're only joining now, this happened in Devil's Den State Park in Arkansas. They said Washington County Prosecutor Brandon Carter said he had no words for what happened to the couple. Today and every day going forward, our hearts are with the Brink family, especially their 2 young daughters, Carter said on Monday. This was a senseless, heinous crime for which there are no appropriate words. This office will continue to work with our state, local, and federal partners, so the FBI is involved now as well. And they said to provide them with any means of support that we can offer until the Brink's killer is caught and brought to justice. He added that his office will pursue charges as soon as the suspect is located. When our law enforcement partners locate and arrest the perpetrator, this office will use its full weight to ensure that justice is brought in a manner consummate with the crime committed here. Again, anyone with information, the number's on the screen. Jadzia says, thanks for covering this, Grizzly. Thank you, all of you who emailed me. It's one of those, again, that I haven't seen this many emails requesting me to cover a case in a very long time, right? Oh, my word, these poor girls, age 9 and 7. Can you imagine? Like, how would they ever be okay hiking again? Trusting anything. I mean, it should be safe. You should be able to go on a hike, a family of 4, going to this beautiful, popular state park. Like, what is happening? I just quickly want to check my notes, and then I've got some clips to show you. I just wrote down premeditated or targeted or random. No cell service. Important to know there was no cell service there. So the person would probably know the area quite well as well. The license plate was covered with tape. They also had a backpack, and Clinton was attacked first with a knife. Now, did they ditch the car? Did they ditch the license plate? When did they uncover the license plate? Because they can't drive around like that. You know? So was there someone at a gas station that maybe ripped off some duct tape off their license plate? Things like that. We got to like think outside the box to think maybe what to look out for, right? Okay, so we've looked at that. Now, what I'm going to show you here is just some clips from the news. And let's do it like this. Okay, sorry, I'll resize it now. Hold on one second. I was all zoomed in for the map for you. All right.
Moved to Prairie Grove from out of state.
This attack happened Saturday along one of the lower trails of the Washington County State Park. The 2 children, ages 7 and 9, are now safe with family. The main focus of the investigation is finding that suspect.
Police hope someone may have a tip that could help them. Claire Everbach of our sister station KFSM has more, including an out-of-state visitor that said she was allowed to hike the trails just an hour after the killings and says she wasn't warned about the danger.
43-year-old Clinton David Brink and 41-year-old Cristen Amanda Brink were husband and wife. State police say the couple had recently moved to Prairie Grove from out of state. The Brinks were hiking with their 2 young daughters, ages 7 and 9, when the attack happened. The children were not injured and are now safe with family. State police say the suspect is believed to be a white man of medium build, wearing dark pants, a long-sleeve shirt with sleeves rolled up, a baseball cap, sunglasses, and fingerless gloves. He is also believed to be driving a black 4-door sedan. Police say the description came from witness statements from inside the park, not from video or surveillance. For regular park.
So hence they're looking for video surveillance. I mean, I wonder if at the visitor center or where this person left from, where did they park? And if they will eventually get any video from there, like what time did they arrive? That would be important too. Did they arrive after the family arrived? Did they arrive before and they were, I don't know, hanging around there? It's just so shocking of a crime, right? Somebody said, wait, I just quickly want to see. Cammie said yes, but even leaving the park, you couldn't drive more than 5 to 10 miles. You mean with the duct tape on the license plate, right? DE said, I've noticed an uptick of people getting attacked at parks. Be careful, folks. So always carry whatever you can, whether it's pepper spray, I don't know, anything to protect yourself, to buy yourself some more time, right? I think it would be important in this day and age. You just can never be too safe. Don't feel like you're being paranoid, because rather be safe than sorry, right? My goodness, shame.
Visitors, the attack came as a shock.
I've never thought anything like this was going to ever happen, you know, until yesterday. I'm like, oh, man, like, whoa.
Despite that, they say they trust the rangers and park police to keep them safe.
I wasn't too worried about it because I know we got, patrol rangers out here. They're going to protect us, take care of us,
Others say they were told to avoid certain areas.
It's not like we're going to go to the trails anyway. We wanted to swim in here, but they told us you cannot swim there, so we just taking a look at everything. That's it.
Claire Everbach reporting for us there in State.
Okay, so the numbers are on the screen again. They're also in the description box, and I've shared them throughout the video too. So let's go to the next clip. I just want to quickly give you a preview here of this Arkansas State Police statement that they released. As you can see here, they said ASP releases composite sketch of the person of interest in Devil's Den double homicide. So we've already gone over all the information in here, and I've linked this for you. The reason I'm showing you this is because if you right click it and say save image, you can then save the image to share on social media. You can of course also screenshot, from what I showed you as well. But please do share it far and wide, because you just don't know who's seen it or who hasn't seen it yet. Let me quickly just find the Arkansas State Police Facebook page. Yep, there we go. They've updated this now, and this is what they say. So let's just quickly go here. At first it was just the Fayetteville Police that had updated this. So here they said ASP has released a new photo of a person of interest they are seeking to identify for questioning. Okay, so they want to talk to this person. They're not saying it is the suspect, but they definitely want to talk to that person. So new image, they are interested in a new person of interest. So there you go. They named this person as a person of interest. They are seeking to identify for questioning in the double homicide that occurred at Devil's Den State Park on Saturday, July 26th of 2025. There's the numbers on screen and the photo that they shared. Right? So we've seen that photo as well. Here it is. There we go. All right. So if that person is watching and you haven't yet spoken to the police, please do so, right? Okay, and then we've already got that now. That's from the Fayetteville, Arkansas Police Department. They also shared it, and here's a couple of more clips to show you.
Especially with the perpetrator still out there.
Just kind of crazy. It's just, they're saying it's a random act, but I mean, it definitely makes you know that you never know. Any day, the craziest thing could happen out of nowhere, especially in Arkansas.
State police are now asking for any nearby security footage or information that will help identify or lead to the suspect.
Okay, so Joyce H said, I think in that pic he has a camel pack on, and over that looks like a duffel bag. Very interesting. Let me fetch the image like this. Hold on one second. I think I had downloaded it. So let's bring it like this. Okay, so again, Joyce H said, I think in that pic he has a camel pack on. Interesting. I mean, he could, right? He could. And it looks like there's like a backpack, or there's this duffel bag or whatever. I mean, dressed very, very warmly then for that day, right? Anyone that was local, let me know what the temperature actually was that day. It does seem like by reports it was pretty damn hot that day, right? Okay, so let's quickly go to, we've got the image, yes. Now let's go to another clip that I've got for you, which is this one.
Search for the person suspected of killing Clinton and Cristen Brink at Devil's Den State Park over the weekend has entered its fourth day, and the Arkansas State Police continues to lead the investigation as they work with local, state, and federal agencies to try to chase down any possible leads. Take a look at your screen now. This is the composite sketch released by the Arkansas State Police late last night of the person of interest. Investigators are asking the public for help in identifying the man so that they may question him in relation to the attack. Patrick McCall, a professional manhunter with experience tracking fugitives across the country, shared with 5 News his perspective about what is going on behind the scenes as ASP continues.
Arkansas, thank you for being here. You said extremely hot. And Mrs. D316 said temperature was 95 plus with humidity. So 95 plus Fahrenheit is, for anyone wondering, 35 degrees Celsius and humid. So for that person to be dressed like that is pretty sus, right? Okay.
Continues their search. McCall says the lack of information being released has everything to do with holding evidence close, but says behind the scenes the work is nonstop. He says investigators are most likely deploying license plate cameras, doing social media and cell phone record searches, and going through the victims' personal lives to try and catch the suspect. McCall says the remote setting of Devil's Den, combined with the nature of the crime, paints a chilling picture, and says the suspect likely knew the area.
This individual probably enjoyed the park just as these people did, right? Regular goer to the park, did some surveillance and found his perfect hiding spot in here. So anybody that seemed out of the ordinary 3 months ago, 6 months ago, or as recently as the day of should be reported to law enforcement.
Devil's Den is a very popular state park here in Arkansas, and investigators are asking those who may have visited on Saturday to check their phones to see if they have any photos or videos where the suspect might be in them. They're also asking area residents to check security footage and game footage, again, doing whatever they can.
Yes, security and game footage as well. Please don't name people in the chat. The police have specifically said don't even share pictures. If you have them, you got to share them with the police. So I think it's even worse to start naming people and saying, oh, I heard it's this one, I heard it's that one. That's not helpful for the police at all, because then the suspect would also be tipped off, you know what I mean? If they're releasing that picture, that's one thing, and that's from the police. But I don't think for social media, that's when social media starts being not helpful. We want to help the police. That's why I'm sharing this, right? Is to share the most critical information about this ongoing active urgent manhunt. Now, for those of you saying that this looks like, you know, again, naming names, Travis Decker, I disagree. I don't think so. At first, when I heard about the case, I'm like, oh my word, imagine if it's Travis Decker. I'm sure if you don't know about that, that's an active manhunt going on in Washington, and he is accused of murdering his 3 daughters. This, to me, doesn't look like him. Crossed my mind just because it's another active manhunt, okay? But I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying throwing names out there, it's not going to be helpful. We need to work with the police and share what they want us to share. Call the which numbers to call. What do they want? They want dash cam, ring cam, trail cam, game cams. If you saw anything, if you were in the area, saw this is who they're releasing, they want to talk to this person, they release the composite sketch, that's what the police want, right? So like, share, get the information out. I'm trying to just go as fast as I can here because I do not want to make this too long. I want people to be able to watch. One of the clips I had says the FBI is now involved, and that is what I want to show you. And let me show you, what is this one? Wait, I just want to see what I wanted to show you. No, that's just locals talking. So what I'm going to do, which is nice to see, but I'm going to link those for you in the description box, and that means you've got homework. Your homework is to make sure that you share, okay? This, you can share today, tomorrow, on repeat, whatever, because the more information that gets out there, the better, right, about this case. In case anybody didn't know, they're still in the area. They've closed off the whole area, even though they don't believe he's in the area anymore, because they saw the vehicle leave. Witnesses saw the vehicle leave, right? But they've closed off the whole area to try to, I'm assuming, isolate who they see on the cameras. Isolate the timeline, who they see, who they saw, how long was the person there, were they camping? We don't know. So, yeah, but please stay safe. If you are out there or just wherever, if you're camping anywhere, but especially out there, be careful, right? Make sure that you have some protection. I don't know, some people say carry a weapon, like a concealed weapon, whether it's that pepper spray, I don't know. Just make sure that you're safe, because you just won't imagine that a family of 4 will be attacked and that the guy will attack the man first, which also tells me that it very likely could be, I could see why people are speculating maybe the end goal was to get to the children. So that's, you know, in any scenario, the parents are absolute heroes for saving their children. The mother running with her daughters and saying, go, go, go to the visitor center, and then going back to rescue her husband, and then she got attacked as well. You know, shame. So I don't know, it could be possible, but we just don't know. We don't know what this person's intentions were, how long were they there. We don't know if anything was taken from the victims either. I mean, is the motive to steal something or what? They wouldn't be carrying much to take, but you just never know, right? Mary, welcome to Grizzly supporter. Mary said, is there a clear up close picture of his backpack to see all the items? No, that's the best we have that the police have released, which is this one. And all I've done is, I mean, I don't want to like enhance it too much because then we lose details, but if I go like this, it doesn't even look like there's writing. Actually, it just looks like a clear plastic, you know, where you would put a label in, from what I could see. I can't see writing. You could see some stripes over here. Yeah, so that's what we have, right? Okay, so everyone, I'm going to leave it at that because I want this episode to catch everyone's eye, meaning if it's just short, 34 minutes, let's go, let's share it, and then if there's any more information or a press conference or anything, I will be back. Let's hope they catch him soon. Thank you so much, Cheryl. And also, if you're local and you have local news coming out, just like Shelby had sent to me, please continue to send me updates. You can email me, okay? Because I want to know. I want to stay in the know on this case. I want to know when this person is caught and if there's a press conference or anything. No matter what time of night it is, okay? Beady eyes in the night, we'll be there together. I am also checking flight radar, and I don't see anything happening around the area. There's like no choppers that I can see, just publicly displayed on flight radar. So I will be looking out for that. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you again very soon. In the meantime, stay safe.